The SEAL Admiral asked her call sign as a joke. Then Night Fox turned command into silence. It was meant as a joke, a casual question, the kind senior officers ask to break tension. But when the SEAL Admiral asked for her call sign, the room went silent. Because the name she gave wasn't a nickname, it was a warning. The briefing room, Naval Command, was filled with confidence. Rows of elite operators sat relaxed but alert, men with deployments etched into their posture, medals heavy beneath pressed uniforms. At the back of the room sat Lieutenant Ava Morgan, quiet, observant, almost invisible. She didn't speak unless spoken to, didn't posture, didn't perform. Some officers barely noticed her. Others noticed and underestimated her. The subtle disrespect. As the briefing progressed, tactical theories were debated loudly. Plans overlapped. Egos clashed. Ava listened. She made notes, not on what was said, but on what was missed. A flank left exposed, a timing assumption too optimistic, an extraction window that didn't account for terrain. When she finally raised her hand, the room paused, briefly. One commander smirked. "Let's hear it." Fresh perspective. The tone wasn't welcoming. It was dismissive. The Admiral's joke. The Admiral entered mid-discussion. Admiral Jonathan Reed, decorated, respected, sharp-eyed. He scanned the room, absorbing the dynamic instantly. His gaze stopped on Ava. "You're new," he said lightly. "What's your call sign, Lieutenant?" A few officers chuckled. Call signs were earned, carried weight. Some were legends, others jokes. Ava didn't smile. She met the Admiral's eyes. "Night Fox, sir." The silence. The reaction was immediate. The chuckles died mid-breath. Pens froze above paper. One commander's smile vanished. The Admiral's expression changed. Not amusement, but recognition. He straightened, slowly, carefully. "Say that again," he said. Ava didn't hesitate. "Night Fox, sir." The room was now completely silent, because that call sign hadn't been spoken aloud in years. What they don't know yet. Some officers looked confused, others looked uneasy. A senior SEAL whispered under his breath, "That's not possible." Ava lowered her gaze again. She hadn't come to make a statement. She'd come to do the job. Previously on United War. A casual joke turned serious when Lieutenant Ava Morgan answered with a call sign no one expected. Night Fox, a name that froze the room and caught the Admiral's full attention. The Admiral stopped the room. The Admiral raised his hand, paused the briefing. Screens went dark, murmurs faded. Every operator felt the shift. Admiral Reed stepped closer to Ava. "That call sign," he said quietly, "was retired after Operation Black Glass." The room stiffened. Black Glass was classified beyond rumor, spoken only in fragments, in hallways where microphones didn't reach. Ava stood. "Yes, sir." A name from the past. The Admiral turned to the commanders. "Night Fox was an operative who rerouted 3 failed missions," he said, "saved 2 teams from total loss, and disappeared without recognition." A commander frowned. "That was over a decade ago." The Admiral nodded. "And yet, here she stands." Eyes slowly returned to Ava, some now with curiosity, some with doubt, some with something closer to fear. The test of knowledge. The Admiral ordered, "Explain the southern approach." Ava moved forward. She didn't reference the slides. She spoke from memory. "The terrain funnels you into predictable timing," she said. "Enemy surveillance overlaps here, here, and here." She tapped 3 points no one else had marked. "Your extraction fails by 7 seconds." The room went still. That number wasn't on any briefing. The Admiral's jaw tightened. The room begins to believe. A senior commander exhaled. "That's accurate." Ava didn't look pleased. She looked concerned. "This plan loses 2 operators," she added quietly, "unless you change entry vectors." The silence returned, heavier now. Because Night Fox wasn't remembered for talk, she was remembered for being right.
Previously on United War, Lieutenant Ava Morgan revealed a call sign thought buried with a classified operation. Her analysis exposed fatal flaws no one else saw. Now, the Admiral demands proof. The unannounced test. The Admiral turned toward the simulation control booth. "Load scenario Iron Veil." A ripple moved through the room. Iron Veil wasn't used for training. It was used to break commanders, a real-world recreation of a failed hostage rescue. No one had ever achieved a clean outcome. Ava stepped forward. "I'll take it," she said. No bravado, no hesitation. Inside the simulation, the lights dimmed. The virtual terrain rose around her. Tight corridors, stacked threats, unpredictable hostiles. The clock started. Ava didn't rush. She waited. 3 seconds. 5. Then she moved. Not where doctrine demanded, but where instinct whispered. She rerouted the entry team, delayed breach timing, changed overwatch angles mid-run. The system struggled to keep up. The turning point. Alarms sounded. The scenario adjusted. Hostiles flanked unexpectedly. Commanders leaned forward, expecting failure. Ava calmly spoke. Cut comms. Switch to hand signals. A violation of standard protocol. But it worked. One by one, threats dropped. The hostage survived. The clock stopped. The impossible result. The screen froze. Mission success. 0 casualties. No one spoke. Iron Veil had never ended like that. The Admiral removed his cap, slowly, respectfully. "Only one operator ever solved Iron Veil," he said, "and she disappeared the same night." He looked at Ava.
Previously on United War, Lieutenant Ava Morgan completed a scenario no one had ever solved. A call sign thought buried returned. Now, the truth must be spoken. The Admiral faced the room. Night Fox didn't disappear because she failed, he said. She disappeared because she succeeded too well. He paused. She uncovered compromised intelligence inside our own command chain. The air tightened. She was given a choice, the Admiral continued. Expose it publicly and end operations worldwide, or vanish. Eyes slowly turned to Ava. She stood still. She had already lived this moment. A commander spoke carefully. "Why now?" Ava finally answered. "Because the same pattern is back," she said. "Different names, same mistakes." She looked around the room. "And this time it will cost lives." No accusation, just certainty. The Admiral removed his insignia pin, a gesture older than rank. "Lieutenant Ava Morgan," he said, "by authority of this command." He paused. You are reinstated under your original call sign." The room stood, not ordered, instinctively. "Night Fox," the Admiral finished, "has command authority." Silence followed. Not disbelief, respect. Ava nodded once. No smile, no speech. She turned toward the mission screen. "Let's fix the plan," she said. The room moved, faster, sharper, different. Because legends don't demand attention, they change the room by entering it. The Admiral asked her call sign as a joke, but legends aren't jokes, they're warnings. And when Night Fox returned, command listened.